All right, and
And
welcome
go.
back to. Oh, okay.
Got him.
And welcome back to or TBT, not to be confused with CBT, which is a very different. Don't look it up. Now, James.
Yeah.
Normally, we record in two locations, in Ohio and Florida.
Yeah.
And even with our first guest, it was still in Ohio. But today was a special day.
We expand.
Today is a very
horizons.
special day. We have three, not two, three different locations we're recording from today.
That's right,
With a
Fix.
special
We
guest
expanded
from
to
one of them.
another state that's next to Ohio.
Yes. And there's the sound of a Pennsylvanian right now.
Crocky.
We're gonna poke it with a stick. Anyways, hello everyone, welcome Chesapeake. First name.
That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Chesapeake. Is that right, Chesapeake? Is that right? Is that right? Where'd he go?
I believe he's tooling with you.
Oh, okay. I believe he's
No,
too...
apparently he actually died. Well.
What? Oh God!
Don't worry.
Wait.
Oh fuck!
Don't worry. I've got some guests I can draft.
I have push to talk on, and it
Oh
wasn't
my
working
God!
in what I'm doing. I was pressing it; it wasn't working.
I was pressing it. It wasn't
What?
working.
What an
Story
amazing
of my
intro,
life.
by the way.
Yeah. You were like cutting out for part of the intro too. Really.
Story of my
Oh, was it
entire
really?
life.
Oh, yeah.
Just a stunning start by everybody.
So is this a redo or?
No.
No, let's roll with
Would
it.
you like to redo it?
I mean, no, I'm good.
All right. Then
It's
we're
not my.
rolling.
It's not my channel. It's not my channel. Go.
Tell us your name.
Yeah, just tell us your name, your occupation, your sex.
So
Your gender.
I have
your pronouns.
I have. Okay, so this is gonna take me about 45 minutes to get through everything. So just
Excellent.
strap in.
That leaves us
Perfect.
only 15 minutes to talk about the movie.
Okay, so I was born and raised in a small town called Endor. It's actually a planet.
It's a moon.
But,
So
no, yeah,
good. We'll
yeah. Well,
start
okay,
strong.
but aren't moons technically planets?
No,
Celestial bodies.
no, because-
sorry.
they are celestial bodies. Got me there.
So I have two names, either Darren or DJ, or
Okay.
Chesapeake, that is my online
So
bullshit.
3 names. All right.
But correct. Yeah, correct.
He's doing a bit,
3
people.
names.
He's going to be about as coherent as the movie we watched.
Yeah, I remember going down to the store and they say, "Hey, Chesapeake, I'm really glad to see you here." But yeah, and I live in Pennsylvania and I do the Twitch streams. That's pretty much all there is interesting about me.
Wow, what do you stream, Chesapeake?
All kinds of stuff. Smash sometimes, and sometimes Phantasy Star Online too, and sometimes pretty much a variety streamer. I just I play whatever we're gonna have.
Wow, that sounds cool and interesting.
Are you any
He's
good?
very. No, I'm terrible.
can-
I'm so garbage.
I
Excellent.
mean, he hasn't beat my gunner once. No, twice. You beat my gunner twice. Sorry.
I am so trash at everything.
See, folks, a little bit of humility can go a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, look where it
Take
got him.
that- take that-
Here.
Be honored.
He is honored. He just finished singing praises for us. Anyway, so
Please,
Movie, James.
please
Talk
let
about
me
the movie.
lick your. Please let
Alright.
me lick your peen, Daddy.
James, tell us about the movie.
so that happened. All right. So we watched a movie today.
Yeah, James, why don't you tell them about the production for the movie and how much it made?
The production
don't have
and
that
how
pulled
much
up.
it made. Oh boy, here
Yeah, I
we
don't have that
go.
pulled up. Forgot to pull that up.
Well,
Box office was $229,000
That's not a lot.
in the box office.
no.
No, that
How much?
certainly is not.
Do we know the production cost?
How much it cost? Probably a little more.
Yeah, probably considerably.
Wikipedia doesn't seem to have an answer for me.
It sure doesn't.
Well, it costs as much as an animated movie can be cost because it's
Let's
animated.
check IMDb.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Oh, it requires IMDb Pro, and I'm not paying for that.
That's Pat, insert number here.
I'm sticking $2.
That much money. I can't believe that. That's amazing.
Wow.
On such a low budget.
Yeah, or a very high budget.
Gotta cover all bases. Movie we're talking about today is MFKZ. Very unique film. It was a French
It actually
comic.
means motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
It's it's appropriate version for motherfucker. And it is our second anime movie we've talked about in a row.
Yep.
Which is always a good sign for us because that's me, Daryl, in episode 8.
Say that one more time.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel for episode 8.
Ah, yes. Well, I mean,
And this film came out in
it's
2017.
Netflix. It's animated. What more needs to be said?
It came out in theaters.
It did?
Yeah.
Well, it has a box office, so
Yeah,
yes, Cole, it came out in theaters.
461,000 worldwide total. It's a fat oof, buddy.
Kind of yikes.
So
I'm
the
trying
box
so
office
desperately.
was just a little bit over half. Interesting.
I'm trying desperately to find us a budget, and it doesn't seem like they want to release that information.
I wonder why.
I
don't
wonder
know.
why.
I guess I don't know what resources goes into making an animated film such as this.
A lot.
Especially one that's this pretty.
I can tell you that it was definitely more than what they made in the box office.
At least Netflix bought it. You're able to sell that fucker quick. Well, anyways, let's talk about the film. James, you want to start or should I?
You can start.
All right, cool. So, film is well animated. It looks very pretty. My God, do I love shit like this where everything kind of like just looks really nice. Everything looks well detailed or is detailed. Character designs are nice, even though we will have questions about why they look the way they are later. But we should probably start with how the movie opens, which is a very strong opening where it just starts with a woman running for her life with a baby, and then we cut to years later where the baby's now grown up and is named Angelina. And he sells pizzas in the Bronx, but DMC, which is the name of the place.
Dark Meat City.
Yeah, that Dark Meat City. I was going to say Devil May Cry, but
got him.
So yeah, I mean personally, I think the opening's pretty solid. We have our main lead. We have the thing that kind of starts the entire motion of the movie, which is a girl who very, very, very nice looking. Spent a lot of time on how to.
She looks at him. So that's pretty much how the events start to unfold.
And then he gets hit by a car, and that's how everything.
Yeah, she looked at him. So
yeah,
held him in a gaze, if you would.
And when a girl looks at you, you know what that means, gentlemen.
Your story arc is about to unfold.
That's right. Cole, are you there?
He's dead.
Yeah, I thought we might have lost him.
It's over.
You can
dead.
Tell because his little circle is still lit up that he's not saying anything.
He's dead. He's gone forever.
So Variety reported before the movie came out that it would have a budget of 11 to 14 million. So
we woo.
That's a little tragic. And the studio, 4 degrees Celsius, also worked on or they're working on the upcoming remake of Thundercats, and they've also worked on the Animatrix, Batman, Gotham Knight, and Halo Legends.
The people made it.
That's it's quite the spread.
Wait, the new Thundercats? The Thundercats Roar? That's on Cartoon Network?
Yep. Maybe.
Okay,
this is just an older article, and it just says upcoming remake of Thundercats.
Yeah, the new one that's on television fucking sucks. It's like Teen Titans Go, but for Thundercats.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, at times it looks well animated, mostly garbage.
CalArts has its place in animation. It's not everywhere. That's not its place.
Certain shows pull it off, but
Adventure Time does fine with like a CalArts sort of style.
yeah,
So does like Steven Universe.
absolutely.
But
even then,
beyond
the background art for Steven Universe looks nothing like that.
I mean, yeah,
The background for that show is fucking amazing. Say what you want about the terrible written dialogue and terribly written plot.
Giving redemption arcs to literal war criminals.
Yeah, all that. Let's ignore that and just talk about how great the soundtrack is.
Hey, but look, Cookie Cat.
Comedy. Guys, the Cookie Cat was a allegory of Pink Diamond the entire time.
Cookie Cat was an allegory for communism the entire time. How did I miss it?
How could I have been so stupid?
How could I have been so blind?
Where were we at in the review, by the way? Sorry.
Just kind of going over the plot.
We're still right at the beginning. We didn't want to start the plot without you, since you had finished.
Guys.
So we just talked about some meta information.
We just sat here and we just didn't really do anything.
Well then, Justin, where we left off?
Yeah, so they met with a gaze. He gets hit by a car, and then suddenly, without warning, police are storming their shithole apartment.
Whoa!
Yeah,
you're jumping a little ahead there.
Kind of.
I mean,
not
there
really.
Isn't much to talk. There isn't much to talk about between what happened then and there. But yeah, you kind of just gloss over everything.
He goes to his apartment, feeds some roaches. They talk about how much his head hurts.
Some. Try again.
Yeah,
feeds
millions of roaches. Yeah.
Yeah, they just pile out of the house.
Yeah, and then Mr. Willie, who is by far the worst character in the entire movie.
Yeah.
It was some sort of anthropomorphic cat type thing.
Mm-hmm.
He says that. Yeah, he has braces, I guess. He wants to go get some froyo. So they go and get some froyo.
But they don't get froyo.
But they don't get froyo. They get followed by mystery men who are not police.
They're mysterious men in black.
Mysterious mystery men. It's like a Beatles album. That's the next remaster of a Beatles album. Mysterious mystery men. And then and then Angelino goes Super Saiyan and beats the shit out of one of these guys while they're running away. And
you're like, whoa, we aren't even able to talk about what's happening. You're just like running right past everything.
What do you mean? That's I'm explaining what's happening.
We like to explain and take a brief moment to talk about the scene, if there's anything to talk about.
Well, what would you like to talk about, Cole? I honestly
what would you like to say about it? Go nuts. Go bananas, dude. There's nothing you go ahead.
Well, so your whole comment about Willie being shit, like a shit character. I mean, that's kind of the point, isn't it? He's a shitty character because it was written to be a shitty character.
So the thing is, it's a character that's supposed to be a shitty person, but it's a shittily written character.
Like he's poorly written to be a terrible person.
Right. Yeah, he's supposed to be a terrible person, but he's not written well at all.
And he's not particularly terrible. He's just really annoying.
Well, from the get-go, he's not like he's not a shitty person, but then like all of a sudden, at one point in the movie, he's just a dog shit person out of nowhere.
Yeah, like the entire as the movie goes on, he becomes worse and worse.
Yeah, but not in a natural progression, just in leaps and bounds.
Which he can't do since he's so fucking fat.
And short and vomiting constantly and eating froyo and sounding terrible.
basically.
Willie is the worst.
Bro, I'm sorry to hear about your Willie's the worst, man. I'm sorry to hear.
I mean, yeah, bro, my Willie's just. Man, I'm tired of talking about my Willie, bro.
Well, let's move on.
I get
That's
it.
really
When you said he
Okay.
was vomiting and he was fat, you were saying something else.
Penis joke.
Oh god.
I didn't like that.
I don't know what it is, but when people like explain the joke, it's like 1,000 times funnier to me. I don't know why.
I mean, it happens.
It's really good.
I mean, it was well done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the only thing I wanted to mention from that entire list that you just went off about. So keep going.
Yeah, so
Willie sucks at sucking. All right.
Willie's trash. Yeah, Willie's trash.
Yeah.
And so Angelina goes Super Saiyan on these fucking secret agent guys, and beats one of them up. And then Vince, our resident Flame Skull, who is probably the best character in the entire movie, pushes a dumpster into said secret agent man. And rather than it doing the normal cartoony thing and blowing it way out of proportion where his head fucking explodes between these two dumpsters, he just gets a nice, bop on the face, which is what would actually happen.
So yeah, we're shown that Vince, he doesn't really have the same effect on the world that Angelino does. It's like Angelino's doing all this crazy shit. Like he's flying around and like dodging bullets and shit. But Vince tries to like throw a brick later or earlier in that scene and it just lands at his feet because that shit's heavy. So it makes sense that that wouldn't happen because he doesn't have the same strength.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like he was trying to fast pitch a feather, and it just kind of didn't happen.
Is that a sports term? We don't get that here. We don't know
what fast pitch.
I played baseball for a couple
Throw
years.
a ball fast.
Oh wow!
Fast and straight.
Throw a ball really fast. I'm not a sports guy, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he
it does.
pushes that dumpster and bing bonks him and they run away. And then it kind of glosses over.
Was it the same part where they did like the really shitty thing where like voiced over saying, "Who are these people?"
Yeah, so at random points in the movie, these like title card sort of things come up that just they're the worst. And like out of nowhere,
they literally do nothing.
It'll just be like big text on the screen. Who are these crazy people?
It's like done in like the really terrible, like, you know how like in the 60s they had the trailers for like those really terrible horror movies?
Tales
like
from the underworld.
Yeah, like that. It had that type of font. It's like, what is this doing here? Why is it here? I don't need this. I know what's going on.
At one point, they do that 3 times in a row with no sequence breaking.
Yeah, with the characters talking over, like, or saying what's on the screen.
It's such a cheesy.
Yeah, it's not well done.
You figure if you're gonna have something on screen, it should have some kind of
Meaningful.
value. So like, normally, like you think of like Captain America: Civil War, like the giant text pops up that gives you like what location they're at. Okay, well that's serving a purpose, kind of. But this
1926,
is like
Breslau, Germany. Like,
but this is presenting a question for us, and it's a question that we definitely already were asking ourselves.
Well, and then later in the movie, one of the questions is like, why does he have a flaming skull on his? Why is a fire on his skull? We're like, yeah, but that's
that
not
is
kind
a good
of
question.
Yeah, but the problem is it's never answered. It's never answered.
Don't bring up the question if it's never answered. We'll just assume,
wonder about it.
Yeah, now I have to wonder, why is his head a flaming skull?
It's like if you walk into your workplace one day and there's just like a porta potty sitting in the middle of the floor, and you're like, "So what's up with that porta potty?" And the boss is like, "What is up with that porta potty?" And that's it. It's never talked about ever again.
Your boss is just like, "Yeah, that sure is weird," and then continues with his life.
What's that all about? Never answered.
I'll let you figure that one out.
10 years go by, you're just like, why was there a porta potty at work that one day?
You work
I'll
in the
never
same
know.
place and the same porta potty is still there. And you're
Yeah,
just, like,
exactly.
confused.
You move it. You
It's
move
just
it
your
every
life.
day. And you move
just
it every
goes
day.
back.
It just goes back. You're like, whoa. I would go crazy if that happened. I'd be like, forget it. Whatever. I quit.
Yeah, I'd probably just quit.
If there
There's
was
this
a
whole
porta potty in the middle
porta
of my
potty.
restaurant, I would definitely quit.
I don't
Okay,
know. Would
like,
you test it out?
Would I
One
test it out?
time,
No.
if it was there one time, I'd be like, all right,
Yeah.
well, that's weird. The second day, I'd be like, all right, guys, we gotta like get this
Address
out of here.
this.
And then like at the end of the week, it's not gone. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm out.
This is like the start of like a horror movie where it's just there. You're like, okay.
A porta potty that follows you. That would kind of be a better concept than this movie that we watched.
Just a porta
Kind of.
potty
I mean,
that follows you infinitely.
yeah.
But like,
That just wants to be used.
And just call it the horror pot.
but like doesn't do anything either. It just
No.
Menacingly stands there.
Not even like she's going on a date and then like it's just behind her at all times. It's like, hey, what's up with that porta potty?
you can like see it in the
you
window.
know what? Yeah, it's like she's like, you know what? Yeah, what is up with that porta potty?
She's like,
And then
what's
the
up with
rest
that
of the
porta potty? You're just like, no, and just start running.
No,
Slowly dying.
that's the weird part. She just accepts it as there.
Yeah, it doesn't
like
even
everywhere
ask
you
questions.
are, it's the same one, and there's
Yeah.
just no question about it ever.
And then
And
at
you like
the
try
end
to
of the
bring it up
movie-
like after like an hour at the date. You're like, hey, did you notice the that over there? And she's like, what? What are you talking about? And you're like,
And then
that, fine, never mind.
that thing, the door at just, and then at the end of
She
the
like
movie,
looks
the
behind
porta
her and
potty
then
was
looks
never
back. What are you
real.
talking about?
The porta
No,
potty
even
was
better.
never real.
Even better yet, the movie ends with him opening the door to the porta potty and he's inside.
I mean,
There
yeah,
you go. Oh, mind blown.
It's
a
symbolic.
doppelganger.
He's inside there. It's inside taking a shit.
It
just- he was there the
whole movie. He just lives there.
It's his shit.
You haven't even considered the themes.
Did you consider the symbolism?
Oh man, probably. I would try to figure out what that movie means. What does it mean?
Be like writing cave paintings over it. Like you have your whole wall covered in like sticky notes and like threads with
I like that
pins
meme
to
with the
everything.
meme with the guy who's got his hand on the like wall, going screaming at the lady. I don't remember what
Yeah,
that's
you're right.
from, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for everything that's happening up to this point, and then they go back to
Yeah.
their apartment.
The
And
apartment floor is 666, by the way. Remember that.
no, that's the Nazis' apartment.
That's the Nazis. That's right.
Theirs is 777 because those
Oh,
doors
right.
would be next to each other.
Okay.
Now we don't know that he's a Nazi. He's just
He
He
fat.
has
has
a
a-
swastika
Yes, he
tattoo.
does.
He has a
And they call
swastika
him a Nazi.
tattoo, but let's look at this objectively. Maybe it's gonna be a
Jesus.
maze eventually, and he just hasn't finished it yet.
That is fair.
Oh
That
my
is
god,
fair.
that would be sick.
That is
you
very
just have
fair.
a maze on your chest.
Yeah. Like after
like,
you're done, the
if
girl
someone-
could like look down and be like, "Oh, there's a puzzle
Yeah,
I
like-
can play with afterwards."
Yeah, if they could solve it, they like get a free slice of pizza from like DiGiorno's or some shit. One free prize redemption.
He did it as like a way to entertain himself while I was like waiting in line or something. But then after the 5th time he does the maze, he's like, "Well, now I know how it goes."
And
gotta,
then
like, get it
and then he gets a sponsorship from like Pizza Hut that like anyone that solves it gets one free slice.
Oh,
It's
my-
like
he keeps telling people them that the people solved it, but in reality, he just wants free pizza.
He's just farming pizza.
he's calling in as
Like
different
a-
people saying that
like a
they
freaking-
solved it.
Like an MMO. He's just farming pizza.
Yeah. Just like doing your daily pizzas.
Oh dude, this drop rate.
Damn, the day of reckoning.
Damn drop rate, bro. Can't get these pizzas.
Have to come up with a new voice every time. It was easy the first 10 times, but now it's getting really tough.
I'm really struggling to come up with new voices.
I think they've gone to me.
Hey, there's one. Hey, here's one. Hello, sir. I recently solved a maze on one of your sponsorships. I would like my free pizza now, please.
He has to get new places every time too. So
Yeah.
just be like,
New
no,
address.
why do we keep delivering to the same place?
Well, obviously the maze is only going to be in one place. It's going to be where he is.
Oh well.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Got me there. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hey, James, when you're right, you're right.
The neighbor
I
is
am
a
right
Nazi.
when I am right.
I mean, everyone is right when they are right.
Mm-hmm. And they're only
Neighbor's a
not
Nazi,
right when
got it.
they are not right. Some might say
Neighbor's
wrong,
not
but
right.
I
Got it. Move on.
That is correct.
move on. What the?
But he's got a fucking Nazi neighbor with I guess a cobra, an actual cobra. And then police out of nowhere. It really makes you feel like the Men in Black are working with the police, but then you find out later in the movie they're not working with police. They're completely independent of one another. There's no connection. But they have a shootout, and a grenade goes off, and a chair is invincible, and then they hop out the window and piece the hell out.
I will say that fight scene is really well done. Like,
it's dope
done, and it looks sick as fuck. But like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's dope. But the entire time you're like, all right, so this armchair survived full 12 gram buckshots straight to the face, and then a literal M6 grenade dropping right beside it. Yeah, right. But it is a cool scene.
Dude, super chair.
It's a cool scene. It is
a cool
everything
scene.
else. Yeah, this is a movie where you have to decide on whether you want something to look cool or make sense. And sadly, the movie says, "Fuck logic."
We can't do either. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
it looks cool.
This is one of those situations where if you turn your brain off, you'll have fun. But also, we don't do that here.
Yeah. It's kind of like
that's an AKA for bad.
It's kind of like a Picasso. Just don't think about it too hard. Just take it in.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it's like a Picasso. A Picasso is
why
overrated.
Are his eyes?
This has a 41% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Down his face.
Why is his face like?
Mommy, why is the bad man's face backwards?
I don't get the Kimberly.
Little Ghost Rider looking.
So I'm gonna give this movie. I'm gonna give this movie a 0 out of 10 because there was no Fortnite references.
What?
Jesus Christ!
It was 2017.
There was
Fortnite was out.
There was definitely a Fortnite reference.
No, GTA.
Listen, I am the ultimate Fortnite fan, and if there was a Fortnite reference, I would have seen it. So,
listen, the plot was dumb. That alone is a Fortnite reference.
I didn't see one default dance the entire time. Okay, listen, this movie would have been infinitely better if someone just started default dancing out of nowhere.
If Willie just started default dancing,
yeah, it would have been hilarious.
That would have been awesome.
I would have liked it.
Yeah, I would have liked it a lot more.
Fortnite dancing is good just for the meme at this point.
I mean, I play Fortnite, but no one likes that I play Fortnite.
I mean, you enjoy it, right?
I mean, yeah, I enjoy it. I'm
enjoy
it. I'm playing it right now, but
you don't know why you enjoy it.
I stopped
you enjoy
playing it after they nerfed double pump in season 4.
Ew. What an awful mechanic.
I loved it. Build until you're on top of someone and then pump.
Now you actually have to aim your shots because you don't get 2.
I know. It's awful.
Sucks to suck.
I just want to build stuff. If I cared about shooting mechanics,
well, then play Minecraft, stupid.
Or save the world.
Yeah, or save the world.
Yeah, pay for that game.
But then I'd have to pay for it. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get it on G2A for like fucking $1 or something.
Yeah, but that's still money.
Listen,
Yeah.
I just paid $4 to watch this fucking movie. I don't want to hear
Yeah,
it.
but the more money I pay into Fortnite, the more games that Epic tries to make exclusive.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna keep doing that. I hate to tell you,
I know, it's sad.
but anyways,
Unfortunate.
But anyways,
All right, James. Your turn, James.
what? All right.
It's your turn.
So
what? I
after
haven't opened
we,
my eyes.
after we get some Dark Souls dodging, and they escape their apartment. Let's see
In the sewer.
what happens. Sewer? I don't remember sewer at all.
They went down the
It was
pipe.
brief. It was very brief.
Very brief. All right, there's a sewer scene apparently.
It's like anything that happens.
Do they go to Willie's house?
No, they go to Palm Spring.
Palmville.
Palm.
Listen. It says on the screen Palmville, but everyone in the movie calls it Palm Hill.
Yeah,
I really thought it said Palm Hill. Anyway,
it says Palmville. I promise.
They go to the dark side of Palmville, and everyone is dressed in purple, showing their clear affiliation with each other. What do you mean, what?
Boom, gang, whole lot of gang shit is basically what happened.
Yeah, gang stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Like, they go there because they know, okay, the police don't come here, so these Men in Black type characters, they wouldn't come here either, right? And then they do. And you're like, wow, that subverted my expectations.
With no indication of how they knew they were there at all. Just happens.
Yep.
It's the bird.
The crow?
The crow that we keep seeing?
Yeah, the crow.
Oh,
yeah.
Like
where was that explained?
It in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single time that we
except
every time we see the crow,
it's three-eyed raven because they ate an eye off a dead rat. Oh my goodness.
Every time we see that crow, you hear that weird like warbling sound effect. That's the same sound effect they used for when they were later in the movie doing something to him.
But don't we only see that crow like twice in the movie?
So
we see it like 3 times.
So are you saying? All right, let's call spoilers because I'm about to.
Already?
I just figured it all out. What do you mean already? We're like 30 minutes into this review.
Are we really?
Yeah.
We've been talking about Fortnite and shit.
Yeah, I know. Good.
Listen, you get me in the call, and it's gonna go off track really quick. I promise.
Really,
I don't mind. I love this.
Yeah,
I love this.
All right, spoiler alert for the remaining
go ahead, James.
duration of the podcast. Would anyone like to give a rating?
This is the spoil section. Click off if you would like to keep this movie unspoiled, although I don't know why you would.
There really isn't much reason, but yeah, spoilers here. I give this movie like a solid 1,000 cockroaches.
Yeah, I would say 0 out of 10. Too many cockroaches.
James. Yeah, 1,000 cockroaches, James.
Really, any amount of cockroaches above 0 is too many. So I'm gonna give it like a 34 out of a cockroach.
Okay, all right. Explainable.
Yeah,
explainable.
Respectable. I respect it.
Yeah, okay.
So now we get to talk about
So you figured it out then, James?
So yeah, I think I have it all figured out. So in the
Tell us how
opening
this movie
scene,
makes
there's
sense.
a dog, right?
Spoilers! We're starting at the start of the movie.
And apparently we decided that the dog is actually the child's father.
Kind of.
Okay,
Sort of.
so now we have to ask ourselves, did a dog do it with the girl, or are these strange alien creatures like shapeshifters?
I think the assumption is that they're shapeshifters.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, we have a
regular
that
old
the crow is a person.
Yeah, or we have a regular old Whitney, Wisconsin on our hands.
No, the crow's a machine.
The crow's a machine?
This goddamn movie.
Yes, but we saw it eating. Machines.
No,
it ate an eye.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it did eat an eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it did eat an eye.
The movie doesn't make no damn sense, buddy.
Like it doesn't make sense.
Maybe it was a different crow.
It's almost like it was George R.R. Martin in that episode of South Park where he's just like, to the background music, bum, 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 and he comes out of the sky with that huge wiener, and like that's pretty much the movie.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like, no, the dragons are gonna come. The dragons will come.
And they have the biggest wieners.
It's like that, but like the plot is going to come. The plot is going to
Yeah,
come.
pretty much. And then you get to the end, and it never came.
Kind of did.
Kind of, but then it didn't
I don't think
matter.
much of
It
any
didn't
load
matter.
was blown.
Yeah, I'm over here movie balled. I'm blue balled
Yeah.
with the movie. All right,
Yeah.
I got no payoff.
But
Yeah.
isn't that kind of the point of the end of the movie? Isn't that kind of
To get blue
I mean,
balls?
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
no? Like
Maybe
for
they were
nothing
just
to matter.
sequel baiting us.
Sequel
No, I'm
baiting
saying, like,
us.
nothing.
Well, I promise you, with the box office, it is not getting a sequel.
Well, they
Which is a
didn't know
danger.
that before they put it out.
Yeah. Same thing with the Sonic movie. Did it?
How did no one at the studio be like, guys, I gotta say, I think we need to go workshop this a little bit.
Okay,
Why? What do you mean, Jim?
you listen. You can say that, and there's some validity to it. But what you got to keep in mind is The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker and Justice League and Ghostbusters 2016 and Captain Marvel. Those movies are all out.
Those are
Those were
all
all
movies that I
approved.
haven't seen because I have good taste in movies.
Well, there
Yeah,
you
but
go.
those are all approved and they were all bad. Now, here's the thing about this movie. There's people who like this movie. And I
mean,
can
Whoa,
see
whoa! Do you
why.
think people
Yeah.
don't like all those other movies I just listed?
Yeah, but I
Understand-
don't understand why those people like those movies.
I
can
understand why someone would.
Yeah, would like
I can
this
understand
movie,
why someone would like this movie.
Oh,
but not Captain Marvel.
because
It is
there's
a likable
Mole,
movie.
as I like to say.
The music,
And
the
she's
music in
good.
this film and soundtrack is amazing.
And she beats up that sexist man,
Wait, what are you talking about?
the Don.
From what?
You need a ride, darling.
What are you on about?
Captain Marvel.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like there was some sort of like moral or virtue like being shown. I don't. Is that?
Are we still talking about the movie or are we talking about Captain Marvel?
We were talking about Captain Marvel briefly.
Oh, okay.
Either one could be interpreted as an attempt at some virtue.
I guess so.
But
Well,
yeah,
so the
it's,
things about this movie that are great and are enjoyable are the acting, in my opinion. I think some of the acting is good. Not Willie.
I would say that the voice acting is very half and half.
Yeah.
Some of it is outstanding, and others are so meh.
Yeah,
So
it's
meh.
so by the end of there's a lot of that they're just running away. That's like a good chunk of this movie. So we're kind of skimming over that part. But like when they go to the base, the guy, Professor K, as he's called, his voice is like he just dumps dialogue about how, oh man, we've been tricking the Americans into making the planet hotter, and we're gonna take over. And political message here.
evil. I am clearly evil because of the sound of my voice.
Yeah, and just like, hey, could you like do a better job?
Contrived. I'm sorry, did I say something?
I don't know. Did you? Well, Pat, play it back.
Yeah, it's contrived.
You
There
just
we
saved
go.
you time for editing. What an amazing guy.
We have an editor?
What's editing?
I'm just kidding. We love our editor here.
Yeah.
It's
No.
you, isn't it?
No, it's not me.
No, he's on in the podcast.
I just record.
Yeah.
It's funny.
He has no taste in films.
it's
Sorry,
Cole's-
Pat.
You guys are over here
It's Cole's
recording,
podcast,
having
and
editors.
He does the least amount of work, I gotta say.
You guys are over here with editors, and it takes me so long to do a video because I do it all myself because no one likes me.
That's
Aw,
yeah.
that's
and
not true.
nope.
Cole seems
he's
to
right.
like you. That's why you're here.
Yeah. No, I
I
thought
mean-
500 was a big number, so I just brought him on. I was like, oh, hey, that's a big number. He should be on
Yeah.
our podcast.
Yeah, so
I'm here for the numbers.
there's like 3 people that show up, so I don't know what to
Fine.
tell you, champ. I don't know what to tell you,
No,
Pog.
no. That was a
500
joke.
followers,
please.
but
I
only
actually-
3 viewers.
What a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
No.
It's
I
very
was a
similar
joke.
to me,
I
who
do
has
love you.
14 followers and 2 viewers.
There's a numbers discrepancy there somewhere.
Something's not right. Something's fishy here, boys.
Understood. I'll reevaluate next time I stream.
Okay. Well, the plot doesn't make sense what we're getting at. And there's no real reason to try to explain it. If we explain it, we're just going to make it sound even more confusing than it already is.
It doesn't really matter.
It does matter to an extent. Like,
Wait,
I
what doesn't
enjoyed
matter?
this film. I enjoyed this film up until the luchadors got involved, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck is happening? That's when I was like, all right, you lost me.
Yeah, but I think the main problem is they're like a massive fucking part of the story. And like then you bring this massive part in that just feels so forced and so out of nowhere that like it's not
like,
it does not inspire joy.
You're just like, wait, so now there's just luchadors chilling around, and now our main characters are hanging out with luchadors for like 5 seconds. The luchadors they've been hanging out, they've been watching on TV. I'm like, oh, cool. So they're going to team up together, and then no, they just leave.
Yeah. Plus,
Really
can we talk about the start of Act 3 where they wake up with the luchadors and then they just fucking bounce? Like they could have had a full scene in that camp, but they didn't.
Yeah, they just left.
It's not like they needed to cut runtime. It was only an hour and a half.
Yeah. I would love to see them interaction with those characters, but instead they're like, nope, now there's 2 plots going on. Pay attention.
Now they're running away.
And also, like, the Men in Black, like, it's weird that they're a separate faction from the, like, heavily armored police and the, big bad, the aliens.
But they seem to be, like, working in tandem in a certain way, but not together.
I have no idea, and this could be just me, but I have no idea why the Men in Black were chasing them at the beginning, and then after their first confrontation, the last guy, who's a villain, essentially, he's practically a character at that point, seems to just want to kill them because he's angry.
Yeah. Well,
motivation is totally...
Well, like, was that guy that ended up on Willie's camper at the end, like... Yeah. Was he even involved with, like, shows?
So I think what it is the guy that we see at the end of the movie, like the final fight guy, he is the leader of some sort of people. And so all the people that are in the Men in Black work for him, and he works for the
Machos.
The Machos. So they were trying to get him without,
basically,
forcing,
like,
and then the first time it doesn't work, they force him.
So basically a weird, unexplained power structure.
Yeah, they never explain it, but once you think about it.
I mean, but it's not really even context clues either. That's that's the problem. You don't have to directly explain things, but give us clear context.
At least, like, show us a scene where we don't have to deal. Show us a scene where we can figure out. Okay, so the Men in Black people work for him. Like, at least say to the guy, like, okay, get your Men in Black on Earth so we can get prepared for this stuff. They never say that. You're just like, all right, cool. You humans are so stupid. I'm like, okay, so he's human. They're not human. They're working together. All right, cool. Got it. But, like, give us some more for goodness sake. Yeah.
I wasn't talking. Wait.
No.
Are we talking about the big guy?
The big guy. I was talking about the big guy because he works with the smaller, skinnier guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
He's just mad because the skinny guy's mad because he made them look stupid. Or he made them look stupid.
And then he almost goes rogue on his own.
You guys made me look stupid. I'm going to kill you all. I'm going to kill all of you. And then he doesn't.
Right. And then for the rest of the movie, the huge guy with the golden revolver is just on his own, but still allied with a evil alien dude. We need a name for him. I'm sure he has a name, but I don't know what it is.
It's Professor K.
Professor K. That's right.
Yeah. They never really. That's literally is. My name is. You're probably wondering who I am. I'm Professor K.
Can we also talk about the 3 massive exposition dumps that happen
in a row
periodically throughout the movie. Yeah, like it's not. There is no portion of this movie is explained in a natural sense ever. It's all just.
It just
here's what's happening.
Well, your opening
Here's what's
monologue
happening,
is
action
like
scene.
the most acceptable of them all, but
yeah, the one about the luchadors. I'm like, okay, I guess these are characters now. Tell me why are they here and what they're.
oh, I just meant the one at the very beginning, like our opening scene, or after the
And
opening
then-
scene where Lino is an adult.
Angelino's like, yeah, he's like explaining who he is, and we're in Dark Meat City, and like, but then
that makes sense.
they pause the movie multiple times to be like, in the year 3095, there was a whole population of men who fart in their glasses, and like they just totally kill the pace of the movie to explain 10 minutes worth of bullshit
that we can kind of figure out. We're like, okay, these luchadors, they believe in some sort of higher being. Got it. We don't need any more explanation than that.
Yeah, this movie's biggest problem is its lack of direction and thinking.
It feels like it could be a lot better. They just need to clean it up.
Yeah. This movie needed a few more minutes in the oven, basically.
I feel like it would have worked better as a series, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Maybe a graphic novel, even?
Maybe like a comic book or something along those lines.
Because the movie is based off that, and we haven't read either of those things.
If only there was a way.
If only there was a way to read more
we didn't read it before watching the movie, but I'm a firm believer you don't need to read the source material before you watch it.
You shouldn't need to.
You should not need to.
You shouldn't need to, yeah. So maybe those like sequence breaks where they go like, who are these people? Maybe that's in the actual book.
I mean, I'm sure
when they show Welcome to
Probably.
Palm, wherever. That's probably in the book too, but
Palmville/Hill.
Yeah, we don't know that.
It's just how you present information. Like
yeah.
For example.
But it works for a graphic novel, but not in this form. Sorry, go ahead, Jim.
Have you guys both seen Hell of a Boss on YouTube?
Yes.
I feel like I have.
It's the VisiPop.
Oh, the Hell Hotel sort of thing.
Yeah. The other one.
Yep.
Yeah. So in that, like, my biggest issue with that first episode is it opens with they're talking, and then Blitz is like, do I need to remind you guys what we do here? And then he like plays the advertisement and we get the whole explanation of what they do. But that's like a really strange transition. It's like if I walked into work tomorrow and my boss was like, okay, so you are a baker. And I'm just like, yes.
I've been here for years.
That's what I've been doing the past.
That is factually.
Yeah, that's what I do for living.
It's just like a very odd way to do it, and all these expositions.
You guys know what we do. Here, I'll explain.
Right.
I don't like when things. I don't like when things spoon feed you information.
Absolutely.
I think you just need like enough to get started, and then from there you should be able to kind of
So like the way that I would say it is, don't spoon feed me. Give me a straw. So I can slowly suck in the information in a timely manner that actually keeps the pacing intact.
Yeah. I would. Yeah, that's it.
I am okay with that.
But here's big on-screen text saying, "Who are these crazy people?"
Well, that's totally useless. It's not like,
because
if they were like, "Oh my goodness, here comes the Men in Black again," it'd be like, "Oh, well, we can see that, but okay." But this is just like it's asking.
The movie either over-explains things that don't need to be over-explained or under-explains things.
Yeah, it over-explains things that basically have no fucking relevance. And then they just leave out massive chunks of very important information.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It definitely seems like there's a plot and like characters just know what they need to know when they need to know it for the plot to work, for the plot to happen.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then another thing, whenever Lino is like, they get caught and like they're at the headquarters and he's like sitting in that chair and shit. It's not really, they don't say anything about brainwashing or anything like that. Nothing. He just all of a sudden wants to kill Vince.
Yeah, because
It's just-
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's very abrupt.
And then they like send him in to go do it, and like he like clearly doesn't want to, but then he starts and then he just stops. So it's very odd because we don't know if like he's like if they did something wrong or if he's just really like mentally strong
Well, like,
or what is
They
supposed
were
to be
trying
happening
to
here.
show. They were trying to show throughout the movie that like, oh boy, he's losing control, but like it showed more that like, oh, he's in an adrenalative state. He's not in loss of control. He has gained ability.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, it's like,
he's in a life or death situation, so obviously he's going to take advantage of.
But then it's like, it's coming to a head. He's gonna kill his friend.
Right.
Yeah, there was no life or death situation. It was literally just kill your friend or you both die.
And it's not like
that arguably is life or death. It's not as extreme as everything else that comes to this point.
And it's not like in any of his rushes, if you would, earlier he like suddenly starts to use like obviously he uses like the super agility, but he doesn't shapeshift or become the tentacle monster or anything.
He doesn't become the tentacle hentai man.
Right, but he just does.
Well, by the way, that's what the monsters are for you guys who don't know.
Tentacle hentai man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they just turn into tentacles.
They're like the black liquid
men who are wrestlers. Not to be confused with that. Two different things.
And they're called machos.
It reminds me of that enemy in Dark Souls 3 that looks like just a skeleton, but then ends up being a giant black tentacle monster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, basically, this is ultimate muscle mixed with tentacle hentai.
There you go, guys. That's a review.
Yep. 10 out of 10.
That's literally it.
With that said, it does it very well.
Yeah. I can't really defend this movie. I'm sorry. I like this movie. I mean, I think it's a guilty pleasure, but there's so much wrong with it. There's a lot wrong with it.
Yeah, I would say that I would be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the movie, but I would also be lying if I said it was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not.
It's like The Room, but it has like more.
Whoa. This one has a semblance of a plot. Come on now.
That's what I was going to say.
No,
it has more plot.
It's not men in tuxedos out of nowhere throwing a football in an alley.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's bullshit.
This is bullshit. I did not hit her. I didn't do it. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Pretty good.
Well, hi, Vince.
Mark, you are
Vince.
so funny.
Hi, doggy.
Mark, you are so funny.
I did not.
Listen, the first time I ever was exposed to The Room.
I did not hit Willie. I did not hit Willie.
I did not. Oh, hi, Vince. The first time I was ever exposed to The Room, I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like 14, 15, something like that. And the flower shop scene was on TV on Adult Swim. And I was like, what in the good sweet fuck did I just witness? And I looked into it.
You're my favorite customer.
And I was like, dude, I gotta watch this. And I watched the whole movie and I was like, this is like easily in my top 10 favorites ever.
Well, we'll have you on when we talk about that film.
Oh, I am totally down for talking about The Room. I could talk for days about.
We can live stream.
I'm down.
That'll be like our that'll be a milestone.
That'll be our million. That'll be your million subscriber special.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like our 50th
years.
episode. Well, it'll just go for multiple days.
Well, I'm almost at 100 videos. Just gotta throw that out there.
You've been doing this since I met you, and you're only up to 100 videos. God.
Wow, what a plebeian.
Well,
yeah, you should be up to 100 videos.
Well, I also took
days.
like long periods of. I also took a lot of breaks.
Listen, I did my YouTube channel every day for 30 days, and it made me not want to do YouTube. So
you got to pace yourself.
Do that.
I upload to my YouTube channel when there's a pentakill I want to upload.
There you go.
Oh, and to
I don't want to end like I'm J Station.
Before I send it to the editor.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wait. You don't.
I now.
Yeah, I now on my account. Cole, what are you doing?
Lol, got him.
Yeah.
I now do YouTube on a Reddit reading channel where I read Reddit because I've given up.
Link in the description.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
If you like listening to Reddit while you're doing the dishes or something, I do
The
that.
Reddit podcast.
Yeah, the Reddit cast.
Is that a thing?
It should be a thing.
Quick, trademark it, quick.
Someone write that down.
Fuck, they got it. Someone got it.
Crap.
Oh,
One of our viewers.
or this is recorded in like 2 weeks ahead of time. We have time.
Yeah.
Idiots, they don't know that.
Idiot.
Implying we're uploading this.
That one's a dud.
Wait, no.
Nope, not
Imagine-
saving it.
My
Imagine
entire
me getting a
Sunday
DM.
afternoon gone.
Imagine me getting a DM saying,
Saturday.
sorry, you're just not funny.
I'll do it too.
I'll fucking do it again.
It's just that we only want entertaining guests.
You have
That
to
sure as
understand.
hell is not me, so. Bye.
We should have picked Killer Bean for you. We should have picked Killer
Killer
Bean. That's what we
Bean.
should- You've seen that, right?
Yes.
The masterpiece.
Oh my God, it's good.
Now you know what's a
It's so
masterpiece? Food fight.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Hope you
Hey,
enjoyed.
it's on YouTube. They can watch. There's a visual or something, I'm sure.
Listen, they have a title card to look at.
Yeah.
Hey, put something on screen that's pleasant to the eyes. Whoa! Oh my God! that's amazing.
Thanks for experiencing.
Thank you for going with us on this.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go more with that.
No,
I
that's
thought-
it. Thanks for experiencing.
All right. Well, Justin, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We'll have you on again for sure. Please leave.
You betcha. I just hate myself so much. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. See you next time. And next time, James, you can pick the movie.
Next time I get to pick the movie out. God.
He's gonna
Yeah,
pick
I'm tired of picking the
Titanic.
movie.
Dude, should we watch Titanic?
You guys should pick Titanic.
There's a giant
I
plot
haven't
hole in
seen
the
it.
boat. It sinks.
It's caused by an iceberg.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just
Those
saying.
aren't real.
There's a metal cup in front of me. Here.
Listen, the
That's the
Titanic
sound of the
didn't
straw.
actually.
All right. It's got ice cubes in it. Those ice cubes, they're not getting out of the cup. Doesn't make any sense.
The Titanic didn't actually sink because of an iceberg. It was a psyops from the CIA. They employed Somalian pirates.
Look at me.
What?
I am the captain now.
I am Alex
hope you-
Jones, and I approve this message.
They're putting chemicals in the water.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
It's true.
Dude, gay frogs
Have you
are
seen
a
the-
legitimate problem.
Gay frogs are my fetish.
They're all
that's
like
my.
ribbit.
They're all like
My
ribbit.
My Hero Academia Frog Girl.
It will
No, I only watch good anime.
Good response. Good response. Good response.
like
Therefore, I
Naruto.
watch no anime.
Like Naruto.
Uito?
Yeah, exactly.
Sasuke.
Oh, The Flash. Yeah.
Guys, did you know Boruto's dad has an anime? It's crazy.
Jesus Christ. I got the
Boruto.
episode.